Imagine trying to cut carbon dioxide emissions by 2,000 tons a year. That's what St. Thomas President Dease started in 2008 when he pledged to make the university carbon neutral by 2035. It's a big task. According to the university's Climate Action Plan, St. Thomas emitted 60,000 tons of carbon dioxide in 2010. Joining me to discuss this effort are Professor Paul Laura and Senior Julie Retsch. Thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. So Professor Laura, what are some practical methods that the university is taking to go carbon neutral?
The university is doing a lot. Physical plant is behind this. They're doing things from a wide range of things, from buying solar panels to buying wind power. A lot of people don't know that most of this campus that we're sitting on is actually wind powered. So they're working with Excel on that. There's all kinds of energy efficiency efforts that are going on behind the scenes. So that's part of it. The best thing is that the university set up this climate action plan. It's really aggressive. By 2035, we're going to go to 0 tons of carbon emitted. And they've set up a system in which students get to get actively involved. So there's all kinds of projects, and a lot of the projects are starting to come from departments, faculty, and the really interesting ones are coming from students like Julie.
So what do you think will happen to the plan after Father Dease retires?
Well, it's a commitment from the university. It's a commitment from the Office of the President. So I think we'll still have the plan. Students that I know are really interested in carbon neutrality. It's an issue that it's important to incoming students as well. Deans are behind it, faculty are behind it. And even the Board of Trustees in 2008 made it a priority, campus sustainability a priority. So there's lots of momentum behind it, and it's already getting linked into classroom projects, which I think is really important as well.
That's great to hear. So from what I understand, if St. Thomas misses its mark and doesn't go carbon, or doesn't reduce carbon emissions, we get an allotted sum of money into the sustainability fund.
Yeah, that's right. There's a campus sustainability fund. It's sort of a pool of money that's basically asking St. Thomas students and departments to say, here's a cool project I'm interested in to save carbon. Some students want to do solar panels, other students want to do bikes, energy efficiency. And so every year, students' classes will make bids for that money. And we've had successful bids. Students in geography and biology got together and they're planting 15,000 trees with a group called the Great River Greening. So some of these projects are kind of small scale, some are really large, and they're making landscape scale change.
So Julie, you were involved in getting the Nice Ride grant for St. Thomas. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, the goal really of the Nice Ride grant is to reduce the amount of carbon emissions from the UST community from transportation largely. So we want to try and make the shift from really car dependent, especially for students, to maybe being more likely to go out and ride a Nice Ride bike to down the street to wherever you need to go within the neighborhood. So what we did is we want to buy a bunch of yearly Nice Ride passes that students can purchase for $5, and they can then use the Nice Ride bikes without having to pay for it every time they want to go. And we want to encourage people to really get out on bikes just to go down the street rather than get in their car and drive. And what's cool, I think, about this one is you don't have to be in an environmental studies or environmental science class to make this commitment. You don't have to go plant a tree or take time out of your day, but any student or faculty member can for $5 really contribute to this goal of reducing carbon emissions.
Yeah.
Plus it's fun. I mean,
yeah,
you guys, the students went out and you guys had a great time.
Yeah,
really
as a class we went out and biked all around St. Paul, and some of the class went to Minneapolis, and it's really fun, and the system is really easy to use, and it's really accessible, especially to students and a lot of people too who don't even have cars on campus.
Nice.
It's really convenient. I mean, with the pass, you can pick up a bike at any station, return it to any other station.
Okay, great. Well, thank you guys very much for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
If you have a comment about this show or an idea for an upcoming segment, tweet it to @TommieMedia. With Paul Laura and Julie Retch, I'm Bailey Warfield. We'll see you next semester when we go in depth with TommieMedia.
You know what would be great? If you could